Hey friends, Lucian here with the Bullish Bears team. Wanted to make the watch list video for tomorrow. That'd be Tuesday, July 18th. Before we get started, I want to ask for everyone's favor that's listening to this. If you're whether you're a Interactive Brokers customer or not, I could use your help on a video I just made. Many of you have known, if you've been watching my latest videos, I've moved over to Interactive Brokers. I'm trying to get a better platform for everybody in the community to be able to use that's economical under one roof, to be able to short a lot more. So when we do our watch list, as of right now with Thinkorswim, you can only really play stocks on the way up for many of these excuse me, small cap companies because Thinkorswim has a tough time locating shorts, or they're just not a broker that just cares really about shorting. So you're not really able to short very much with Thinkorswim unless you get stocks that are over $10. Interactive Brokers is fantastic for shorting, but their platform is yet to be desired. There are some major indicators that are not working properly on their platform. There known issues with Interactive Brokers, but they're not fixing them. That's why we're trying to get people in the community to comment on the latest video I just did. If you go over to our YouTube channel here and see the one Interactive Brokers platform issues, you'll see a lot of people commenting here. So if you're an Interactive Brokers customer, make sure you put a comment in here as to what you're looking for to get changed. I put things such as they need a VWAP indicator, they need accurately working moving average lines. They also need to get a differentiator between pre and post market data. They don't really show that differentiator. They kind of just bunch it all into one. And their hotkeys only work if you're clicking within the chart. If you click in these areas over here, their hotkeys don't work. So those are some major issues that need to be fixed before we can kind of really promote them as a community. So if you are an Interactive Brokers customer, make sure you come over here, like this video, share it, and also post a comment as to what you'd like changed. If you're not an Interactive Brokers customer, please actually still put a comment there anyway, saying that what broker that you do use now currently, and that you'd be open to potentially switching to Interactive Brokers in the future if they would fix these issues in the video. Again, this video is not intended to bash Interactive Brokers in any way. It's just for us to show our power as a community that we have lots of potential customers for them, and we can bring them a lot more business if they'd fix these issues. So head over to our channel. It says Stock Market Community here, or you could just go in. You can type in Bullish Bears, excuse me, and you'll see our channel right here. Click on it and you'll see the latest video right here, Interactive Brokers Platform Issues. So make sure you please go and do that as soon as possible. We greatly appreciate it, because when I submit this video to Interactive Brokers tech support, I want them to see how much business that they could potentially have with more customers if they would get these issues fixed. So that's a little bit of housekeeping before I do the video, and we greatly appreciate your help, guys. So let's go now to doing the watch list. You'll see if you go up to scan here, we are looking for stocks between 30 cents and $30 with a minimum volume of 500,000 shares with a minimum percentage change of 5%. You'll see here, if we hit scan, you'll see up to 60 plays. There have been quite a bit lately, my goodness. We're going to go over to here and we're going to create our watch list. So we're looking for stocks that held their highs for the day. And also too, I'm going to go over to Interactive Brokers and also see what's available for shorts on these stocks as well, if there's shares to short. And you'll see that Thinkorswim does not have the availability that Interactive Brokers does. So SEV, this must have been a potential buyout. Yeah, to buy a company. I guess, I mean, I don't really myself pay attention or really look at buyouts, but I'll put it on the watch list. I mean, I had a big day. Keep an eye on it for the next couple days, see what happens. But SEV, we'll put that on the watch list. On the ones for my interactive brokers ones, I put them for stocks under $10. Just personally, I like playing stocks that go either way under $10. For the watch list, we put it up to $30. But when you see me putting ones for my interactive brokers ones, I kind of usually stay on ones that are under $10. Just my own preference. CRDS. This one did have a run up today, started to pull back, kind of some indecision, but this is one to keep an eye on over here. Personally, again, I personally don't like stocks with a 5-cent spread between the bid and ask. I just don't like them. Some people do. Again, just a matter of preference, but we'll put it on the watch list. PHGUF. I'm not a big fan of ones that have 5 letters on them. There's really nothing going on in this stock, so that's not going to go. CNBX, this definitely will. It held its highs for the day. Looks like the marijuana stocks are making a nice little run today. I saw a few of them pop up. So we'll put CNBX on the watch list. We'll take a look at interactive brokers and see what they have, if they have shares available. Yeah, it is shortable, so I'll put that on the watch list. And so there you go. That's a stock that we can play either way, whether it's to long or to short, looking for a reversal. It's nice to be able to have these stocks on the watch list when you can play them either way. And if you look here, well, it's been over 3 green days, so usually after 3 green days or so, I look for a pullback. So this might be a perfect one to watch for a pullback tomorrow or the next day. So, obviously there's actually not many shares to short right now, 31,000 shares, but that's still a shot. Whereas if you look up here with Thinkorswim, it says OTC other, you're not going to even get them. So you don't even have a chance at it. So ACRX, that's one that's held its highs. Again, another one I think that's seems to be a 5-cent bid and ask spread. Look at that. You can see it's just kind of all like it stays that way. There's there's quite a bit of volume today, and you'll see had some big gaps up. So this might be one that's good for a pullback. You'll see over here NTB with Thinkorswim, not to borrow, so you can't even short it. But I will put it on the watch list because it did hold its highs. I personally really don't like ones with a 5-cent spread. Just my own preference. I don't like starting negative. But, you can see here, this one might be a good short potential. So ACRX is available to short with interactive brokers. BDVB, that held its highs, not much volume. Don't like that one. CEI, that held its highs, quite a bit of volume. Probably not available to short, or definitely not available to short with NTB, so you can't even short it with Thinkorswim. Again, when I make these videos and I talk about shorting, it doesn't mean, unless I'm specifically saying looking for a pullback, it doesn't mean I'm going to short it. I just say shorting because I like to have ideally stocks on my watch list that I can play either way for a long or a reversal. When I say shares to short, sometimes I just like to just see if, Thinkorswim has it, just so there's a availability if I have a chance to short it. Whereas interactive brokers, I could just put it on my watch list, and if I can have it to play either way, it just makes it a lot easier. So that I don't have a particular bias either way. So CEI did hold its highs. I will put that on the watch list. Again, Thinkorswim doesn't have shares, but interactive broker, they do. So that's one I could put on my watch list as a potential short, or a reversal. ENRJ, I believe that's a pot stock. That's another one that held its highs. Definitely won't be able to short that one with Thinkorswim. Let's see. Yep, no, not to borrow, but with interactive brokers, there are shorts available or shares available. So that's another potential one that might be available to short. CGI held its highs. This one I was noticing today has a pretty wide spread. I think this one was over 10 cents or something today, so it scared me too much to potentially play it. You'll see it's been running up, so it's one to keep an eye on. Personally, I'd look for a pullback at some point with it, see if the bid and ask spread gets a little bit tighter. Let's see here. Yep, there's quite a bit to be able to short. IMUC, don't really like. I mean, that one kind of went up and just kind of really pulled back down. I don't know if I like that one for the watch list. DAC, that one held its highs for the day. Look at this. This has been running up really nicely. Look for this one to pull back at some point soon. Put that on the watch list. You'll see up here, not to borrow. Can't even think about doing it with Thinkorswim. I bet you money that you will be able to do it with Interactive Brokers. So with them, you will see, yes, it is shortable. Again, crazy bid-ask spread. I think that it was a little bit like that earlier today. Again, so that one might be one just be careful of. I'm putting it on my, excuse me, I have multiple charts set up, so I'm putting that on my actual stock to watch for tomorrow so I don't forget it. So look for a potential pullback. You know, at least there's been over 3 days. There's 4 green days. A lot of times these will pull back for, you know, anywhere down, sometimes up to half of the amount that it went all the way back up. So keep an eye on that. AMMJ, another marijuana stock. Not much volume. Did run up. It's been really choppy. It's been kind of running up a little bit. I mean, I am putting it on the other ones on, so I will put AMMJ because that is a runner when it does run up. I'm going to put it over here to see. Yeah, it is shortable. I mean, it's garbage looking, not a lot of volume, but it might be a you know, a chance for a pullback at some point, or to get a good scalp up. So INPX, choppy. There is volume. Did hold its highs. I will put that on the watch list. Still doesn't look the greatest to me, but I'll put it on the watch list. INPX. HTGM, that one held its highs. I don't think that there's shares available to short of that one. We'll see. Hard to borrow, so it means you can't do it with Thinkorswim. Let's take a look over here. Interactive Brokers, there are shares available to short. There is, you know, at least 70,000. So not a ton, but there's some available as of right now. OWCP, I believe that's another marijuana stock company. That one did hold its highs, did get some volume. Put that on the watch list. I'd look for whatever one is really potentially overextended or has a really good chance of like a really nice pullback that I'd be able to short. Not ones that might only pull back 5 or 10 cents, but you'll see if, yeah, I mean, I don't see that as a huge pullback per se. I'm looking for ones that are really overextended. So if one of the marijuana stocks has been running and it's overextended and might be due for a pullback, that would be something that I would look at. Like a perfect example would be this chart of DAC, where you have really few days of running here that might pull back 50 cents or $1. So that's a nice one to look at. But the problem is the bid and ask spread is just ridiculous. ITEC. That one held its highs, does have a lot of volume. So I will put that one on the watch list. ITEK, sorry, here. Let me put that over here. There are shares available to short. Again, this one might, you know, this one has a nice gap up to be able to fill. So, you know, keep an eye on it. You know, it might go in to fill the gap or it might pull back. Got to see if it's going to break this area here. So I might put that one on my other one to watch as well. That will be interesting. SHLD. Let me go over this one. That one held its highs. Put that on the watch list. Oops. HEAR. I don't really like that one. AUPH. That one held its highs. It's been running up for a few days. This one might be a good chance at a pullback at some point, depending on how much more it runs up. So keep an eye on that to play either way. Let's see if Thinkorswim has shares available. HTB, can't do it with Thinkorswim, but if you're with Interactive Brokers, I'm almost positive you can. AUPH. And there are 52,000 shares to short, so you at least have a chance. RIBT, don't like it. DNN, that one did hold its highs. It's been running up. Another one, it's been running for 3 days, might be due for a pullback. So this is one where I'd look at it and I'm like, okay, this is a great one for a potential pullback after 3 days, but you know, it might only pull back to, you know, 46 cents or 40 cents, you know, 5 or 10 cents on the daily. That's ones that I probably wouldn't even really necessarily care about. So this is one that I look at and I'm just like, okay, it's got some volume, might run up. It has overhead resistance about 5 cents up, and if it's been running and it might pull back. But if it pulls back, it's only got maybe 5 or 10 cents. So to me, I look at that and don't like it. It doesn't seem like really much to look at. So that's what I look at with that. So I'm not going to put that on the watch list. AKCA, you'll see that one's been running. Very weird. It might be due for a pullback, but I don't know about these charts here with these a couple of days. I don't know if this is a brand new stock at all, or if it just hasn't been getting much volume. I don't like it because the bid and ask spread looks like nothing's happened for a few months. This is one I would look for literally to pretty much short if it's available. So, I mean, I'll put it on the watch list just because of that, but I wouldn't necessarily trust it. BGC, that one held its highs. I'll put that on the watch list. Again, these ones that are over $10 or $15 or higher, I'm not even trading them really during the day because I'm looking for tight bid and ask spreads and ones that aren't so crazy, like where I can lose 50 cents in the course of a minute or so. I like these ones that are under like $10 that play, 2, 3, 4 cents at a time. And they're not too crazy in the sense of you're not starting down really huge. I like no more than a 2-cent bid and ask spread difference. So again, I'm not starting off really huge in the negative. So BGC will put on there. MEIP, that one held its highs. So I'm looking for it to see if it would break potentially above here, this 326 mark. So NTB, can't short it if there's a chance with Thinkorswim. But, however, I am sure Interactive Brokers has them. So this is why we really like Interactive Brokers, is the availability to short. But the problem is, their indicators are not good on their charts. They have good basic charts with the candlesticks, but not good indicators, and they need to fix this. Because otherwise, if they were to fix this, then I really wouldn't even use Thinkorswim really at all. I would just have everything with Interactive Brokers, and I think many traders would. So many people that have Interactive Brokers now, they're using companies like Thinkorswim, Trade, View, or DAS platform just to trade, which is crazy. It's terrible business for Interactive Brokers. It's a terrible perception to basically say, yeah, I'm with Interactive Brokers, but I got to use another company to trade with them. It just looks really bad, and it's also frustrating as the consumer. So again, but they have great short availability. And they're very economical to get started. With Speed Trader or Centerpoint, you have to have $30,000 at least, up to $50,000 to get started. Whereas Interactive Brokers, you don't need that much to get started. So you can, have a few $1,000s to get started with Interactive Brokers, which is huge. So that's a big difference. That's a big separation. So if they can fix these issues with their charts, they'll be so much better. So make sure you go and you comment and like and share that video I did recently on our YouTube channel. So CONN, that one held its highs. I'll put that one on the watch list. You know, again, this one might be one at some point goes up a little bit more, might want to pull back a little bit. Keep an eye on it. It's been running up, might be due for a nice pullback. But again, this is like, well, you can see right here, it's after hours. But look at this bid and ask spread. That's absolutely ridiculous. I'd want that within 2 cents, you know? So if this thing came within 2 cents and I can short it, great. Maybe on this stock, this one I might go 5 cents, but not much more than that because it can just go so volatile and you can lose money so quickly. IVITF, not enough volume. Did hold its highs, but not enough volume. DCIX, another one, held its highs, not enough volume. CIE, that one did as well. Borderline on the volume. I will put that one on the watch list. Let's see if there's a. Yeah, it's been heading downwards. I don't like it, but I'll put it on the watch list. Let me put it over here. IPXL, that one held its highs. That one's interesting. A huge red candlestick down over here. Keep an eye on it. It did hold its highs. Might be might be pulling back a little bit. Just keep an eye on it. Looks like something's going on with it right now, but it did kind of hold its highs a little bit, somewhat. So that one's kind of borderline. COHU, that one held its highs. That one's been running up. Again, keep an eye on this one for a potential pullback at some point. It's been running up for a few dollars. So put that on the watch list and look for it either way. Let's see if Thinkorswim should have potential shares to short because there's no ETB, NTB, or HTB there. So that means you should be able to short it, but sometimes they don't have the availability, which is frustrating. But keep an eye on it for either way. HDP. That one kind of did hold its highs, been running up a few days, might be due for a potential pullback at some point. Again, that one might be shortable as well, so I will put that one on the watch list. RLJ, 21, it's a kind of higher price one. Again, it went up, kind of has been pulling back a little bit. But I'll put it on it just to watch it either way because this one also looks like it should be shortable. So that might be one that you can have on your watch list to play either way to keep an eye on. So it did go up, pulled back a little bit. So it might be going up a little bit more or it might pull back. So again, another one to keep an eye on. GNC, that one held its highs. Should be able to play that one either way as well. I think Thinkorswim does have short shares available to short on this one. No, look at that. See, that's a perfect example. How frustrating is that? HTB can't even short an almost $9 stock. Not saying you will short it, but if it goes up and hits some resistance and pull back, you won't be able to short it. But I bet you over here you will be able to with Interactive Brokers. And there is at least 81,000 shares. See that? HBM, that one held its highs, borderline on volume, but I will put that on the watch list. HBM, MBRX, that one held its highs. It's got some volume. I will put that one on the watch list. Let's see up here. So there might be some potential resistance right here at $1.87. Let me see. MBRX. Oops. BRX. There are 198,000 shares available to short, so I'll put that there. BLPH. Just messy. I don't really like that one. LPCN. That one, it's been running up, held its highs. I will put that one on the watch list. LPCN. And let me see over here. So there are 318,000 shares available and none with Thinkorswim. So there you go. RIGL, that one's run, that one kind of held its highs, a little bit choppy, close to 1 million in volume. Might have a chance to potentially go up a little bit more. I will put that on the watch list just to keep an eye on it. CLDR, yep, that one will go on the watch list. Again, it's been running up a little bit here. Might have a potential pullback in the near future. NTV, look at that. An $18 stock with Thinkorswim. Can't short it right now. So that's just absolutely absurd. So you can only play, an $18 stock only one way up, which is frustrating. CBAY, no, that's been pulling. Don't like that one. HLTH, that is a mess. HWD, nope. ENVV, that one's been running up right about 1 million for volume. So this is one to watch either way. So this is another one, perfect example for me. It's really been running. So this one might pull back. Now this might pull back potentially to the 13 EMA, but that's still only 15 cents like potential for it to completely go back. So that would be kind of one that I would just be like borderline to watch. So I'm like, it's just like, you see, it's not really moving. It's moving up, but it's not like a ton at a time. So it kind of like doesn't interest me that much unless it has one big way or the other. So I mean, I'll put it on the watch list because it's just been it's been steadily going up. So I'll put it on there for you. But I would be more interested to short if it had a little bit more of a pullback available. So usually you can see here it wants to naturally gravitate down to this 13 EMA. 15 cents still isn't bad. So that one is, potentially worth watching. I don't know. I don't love it just because, again, it's not like a ton. But it is a cheap stock. But look, you're not even able to short it with Interactive Brokers, so I don't even care about it. Mankind. I mean, I just don't like these ones that have these crazy looking wick candlesticks. I don't like them. It did hold its highs though, but I just don't like it. I'll put it on the watch list for you, but I personally don't like it. OEC, another one that's been kind of steadily going up. Might have a chance to come back down. Look at these gaps down, or there's two big gaps up, so this one might have a chance to come back down. Another big stock. This one might have shares to short, so watch this one either way. It might be a great shorting opportunity or a put if you're looking, to do options. Might have a good chance for a pullback at some point to come back down here. So keep an eye on that. LL, another one, held its highs. Should be able to potentially short it. Not saying too short it, but keep an eye on it at some point, like if it does have a pullback. So it might go up a little bit more. Keep an eye on it for it to go up, and then if not, watch for a reversal. So put LL. BAK. Another one, it's been running up. This one's really been running up here. Watch for a pullback on this one. And we will see. Looks like you could be able to short there. So another one for options, look for a potential put or a pullback if you have a big enough account on that one, because that's been running up for a few days. So put BAK. And let's see, we got a few more. LNTH. I don't love it. AGEN. That one's borderline. So keep an eye on this one. I'll put it on the watch list. Let me see what I think about it for over here with Interactive Brokers. So there are 542,000 shares available to short. So that's one at least to watch either way. SDLP, another one, not much volume, don't really like it. So there you have it. That's the watch list. Again, guys, if number one, if you're not a member of our community yet, go over to bullishbears.com, our website, and come and join us on Facebook. We would love to have you. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure you go over to Bullish Bears on YouTube. You'll see us at Stock Market Community, and make sure that you subscribe to our channel. And also, too, again, just make sure you play this video here. Oh, hold on a second. This commercial.
Hey, what's up, my friend Calico?
All of these sales commercials. But you'll see here the Interactive Brokers platform issues video. I just made this one today. Make sure you please like it, share it, and then come down here and comment. You'll see a bunch of comments from community members, some of them that have Interactive Brokers and want the changes fixed. And also, too, if you're not an Interactive Brokers customer but potentially would down the road, just say, hey, listen, you know, you'd like to see these issues fixed before you become a Interactive Brokers member. So please do this. We're trying to help the community out, make it easier for everybody, to make it more economical and have everything under one roof, because again, we do really like Interactive Brokers as a broker, but they just need to fix these issues. So again, please like, share, comment on that video, subscribe to our YouTube, come and join our community, and hopefully this video helped you guys. So we'll see y'all tomorrow. Enjoy.